We are live. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Dr. Crip Show. I'm your host, Dr. Crip, man. Thank you for tuning in. It's another day. Hope everybody made it. Hope everybody is good out there, man. Everybody is doing their thing. Only thing we on here to do again is to spread as much knowledge and wisdom as possible. And we walking with the footsteps, man, up above. Nothing else. And you know our motto, no more in 24. So um today, I'm going to let people know about some useless information that can cause a real problem, uh, that can be a real headache, man. Uh, the uh, the making of something when when you uh, when you salute to something that you shouldn't be saluting to, and you put your stamp on it. You know what I'm saying? Um, People can call in. People could do whatever. Um, say what's up and all that good stuff. It's not a problem. Um, like I said, we're gonna talk about the oh, salute Joe Farrow too, man. I hope you did all the information. I remember that name when I see it to get your book, man. Um, Today we're gonna talk about the NC hat. We're gonna talk about the NC hat, man. That's what we're gonna talk about today. The NC hat, man. Where it came from, who started it, who put it all together, where it went from, where it came from, all that good stuff, man. You feel me? And we got pictures and all that. We stepping up in the world. We got a couple of pictures and everything, man. So we gonna talk about the NC hat, man. You know what's going on with it, you know, and all that. What's happening with it, where it come from, who helped do this, who helped do what. Pretty much if you ain't from my bracket, if you're not from my bracket, then you don't ain't got nothing to do with it. You just spoke on the wheel, you know. That's it. You just a spoke on the wheel, man. If you're not from my generation, if you're not from uh, uh, if you're not from my generation, that means that you don't know nothing about it. I don't care if who you are. And 22, 23, 24, if 24, 2015, what's the dude that shot me, he came on, I think his era is 2016, man. 2016, 2017, something like that. You don't even got 10 years. Um, Way before his era. He said, is NC the same as NAC? I think I seen NAC where the NY. Yeah, all that's correct. I'm gonna break all that down for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to break everything down for you. Where the NC had, the NY, all that. This is from my point of view, of course. This is from uh, Dr. Crip. This is some of my credentials. This is some of my credentials. I am a founding board member of the NC hat. You understand what I'm saying? founding board member of the color powder blue that you see right now. The useless. This is useless information. This is useless information. This information is not going to get you anywhere, but it's information that uh, people like to hear. You know, I guess to get their facts right. People use it to get their facts straight, stuff like that. But um, it's just useless information to me. But I'm gonna tell you how it was part of my sickness. This is how dedicated you are, and you have to be. If you in a gang, and if you are this dedicated, and you in a gang, you can still end up like me. You may not come out on the other side like me, but you can still end up like me, shot by your own homies. I created this. I'm a board member of this, and this got me shot. How put two and two together? How can that be? No, I ain't did no busting. Come on, man. You better go check a record. Go check a record or do whatever you need to do. I don't know what you need to do, but you go over there and you'll find out that Husta Nuff from West Side Rolling 90 ain't far from a buster. When something happened in this situation of this magnitude, you just wake up. That's all that is. You just come to grips with reality and accept that God gave you a different path. You feel me? You know, he chose a different path for you. And you know, you better, and when God choose you, you better make the right choice. You better know when to accept it, because everybody don't accept and do whatever they need to do. Some people do it on their deathbed. Some people do it in situations like mine. Some people do it in jail. You got a lot of busters like that get away in jail too. The homies that, you know, do whatever they need to do in jail, don't want to walk that fine line. But yeah, today is that day, man. We're gonna talk about the NC hat, man, and where it come from, and people who helped build this and help branded this and all that. Now you're gonna have a lot of people that disagree with it, and the only people obviously that can disagree with it is the people that's from 9-0. But the people that disagree with it, the only thing I have to say is that when you disagree with it, tell me where you was at, tell me who you are, and let me know, you know, your situation, and please don't have any smut on your name. That's all I ask, because we're gonna expose it because it's part of your sickness. But for the most part, a lot of people would say, "Oh, such and such, I did it. I'm the nigga that I did it." But he he said, when a dude get put on in jail, is he accepted when he get back to the hood? Just asking, since you talk about jail briefly. You know what? That's a good question. I could do a episode, a show about that. I am going to do a show about that. Homies that get put on in jail and then get to the streets. I'm going to do a show about that. I'm going to let you know exactly about that. Because you know what? I got some good ones and I got some bad ones like that. I got some good ones that got put on in jail, came to the hood, didn't work out, did goofy stuff, and got home. You know, um, and you got some that got put on in jail and stayed down. So those type of dudes, it's 50-50 with them, man. You never know, because it's about survival in jail. So that's the only thing you can say about that. It's about survival. But today's show is about the NC hat, man, and the GAMD, how it affected me when I was when I was um, coming up. This is a classic case of GAMD. You know what I'm saying? Um, and how how it affects me and what I was doing. You know, um, the NC hat, man, is it is the meaning is really North Carolina Tar Heels, some college basketball team. First, let me give you a little brief history on hats in South Central. People wear hats. Now you got all these people. See, people need to listen to me. I was want to be the first one to make a record about these damn hats. I told my little homies, y'all, I ain't never heard it. Y'all need to do it. Don't nobody never listen to me though. But hats became a way of representing neighborhood gangs uh, as time went on. You know, from the '80s to the '90s to present day. You know, 2000 and so on to present day. Hats came into play to, you know, it started off with what only the killers and the homies that's balling and, you know, making that dough on the block. You know, those are the people that's gonna start something. You know, like the hats or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the '90s, it was all the, you know, all the active homies, you know. See, people don't know. We used to wear ND hats first, Notre Dame, ND. And we try to make it say 9Ds. You feel me? 9Ds, NINEDEES, 9Ds, you know. And we did that for about a year or so. Now, the Hoovers, they already had their hat. Now, I'm going to get in Hoovers the number one. They had their hat before anybody. I think they had their hat before the 6-0s, the A-Trays, uh, who else? The G for gangster. I think the 4 Trays or somebody might have started that first. Um, the Harlems. Um, um, I I believe the Hoovers. I believe the Hoovers was first. And I pretty much, if you're a real gang member in the streets and you was in your sickness like me, you know that the Hoovers was probably number one first. And I'm almost certain, guaranteed that they was before us. They already had their H hats before us. They was astroed out and everything. They was doing everything. We were trying to find ourselves. We was trying to find ourselves. So we used to wear Notre Dame hats. And the Notre Dame hat, you know, because fighting, you know, had the man fighting. Plus, you know, we squabbled, you know, we be doing all that fighting and all that. And it was the ND. Now, I don't know who started that. I don't know who started the ND hat, but I used to wear it. I used to wear it. I'm a hat wearer of everything. Mine start coming out in my 20s. So that's why I'm a board member, you know. I'm not the founder, but I am a board member, solid board member, one of the solids. That's why this story is important. Now, a lot of people didn't have their hats. Like the 111s, they didn't have their hats. The NY is the 111s. They started that and it got took by the whole neighborhood car. and just became the official neighborhood hat. But the 111s, they started that. 11.5, 111, all them. NY, that's them, you know. Um, and a lot of people, you know, took it and ran with it, you know, after a while. Now, the NC hat was started by Harm Shakur, known as Big Hike from 9-0, my friend, my buddy, my partner, switch reels. That's what, because he switch reels on you real quick. He can go from hustler to player to ski model instantly in the shower. He come out different, you know. Hike, people don't know Hike changed clothes he changed outfits at least 3 times in one day. At least 3 times in one day. He would change his outfit. If you know Hike from 9-0, then you know he was vicious. Very smart too. So, you know, we used to go out of town. We used to go in and out of town a lot in the 80s, 90s, whatever. 9-0s is some of the first ones out of town. A lot of people, a lot of 9-0s right now, before they know, we got a lot of snitches that got caught way back then from the 80s. 87, 88, 89. A lot of homies was getting caught way back then. It's just that paperwork wasn't catching, and the people in the other state wasn't telling, you know, putting the dots on everything back then. But, you know, because people was going through the airport. We got stories of homies running through airports with birds and all that, but you got caught. So who'd you tell on? Because you told on somebody, you know. But Hike used to go in and out of town. Now, Hike was one of them people that used to go to the Freaknik. He was doing all that back in the day. And he was big in the South and all that. He had females, he had business, you know, whatever business he was taking care of out there, that was his thing. He was out there doing it. But one day, now I can't get the year correct, but NH Blue Jay, what up? I can't get the year correct because '89, I want to say 90. I want to say 90, 1990. Because 88, Thrifties was still there on Western, and we was still wearing ND hats. So I want to say around 90, 91, something like that. Hike was back and forth out of town. So he called me one day and he say, "Nut." He say, he beat me. I think we still have beepers or something. And he said, "Hey, come up to the Hilltop Hotel. I want to show you something." Like, yeah, okay, for sure. So I go up to the hotel, and he had just came back from out of town and all that. And he said, "Man, look, you know, I just came back from North Carolina, man, and whoop, 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 you know, handling this business or whatever." I'm like, "Oh, okay, for sure." And he like, "Man, look, when I was out there, I went to the school, I went to the university, I got some bronze out there." And he's like, man, I went to the university and and I got this. And he's like, man, when I seen it, you know, like, boom, this is it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, for sure. What is it? He went in his suitcase. He came out with a dark blue, navy blue hat with the powder blue NC. He was like, boom. And I was like, damn, just the hat alone was tight, just kind of fly. Now, the reason why he called me is like I said, I was already wearing hats. My shit was already gone. I was already wearing hats. So I wear nothing but 50, whatever hats was costing back then, I always wore top-notch hats. I always spent $50 and all that on hats. So all my shit was always fly, So he wanted a person who wore hats and whoop, 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 you know what I'm saying? So who better than his homie on Western every day with him, boom. So he like, boom, and I'm like, yeah. And he told me, he said, look, NC 90 Crip. And I said, oh, you ain't got to sell me no more, man. You ain't got to sell. He like, this need to be our logo right here. And I'm like, for sure. Say no more. It's nothing. And I had a little bucket already that was powder blue, shooting out of it, getting shot at it, and all that. So I was already powder blued out the game. So he said, man, this is it right here. So I said, man, you know what? You right. So he gave me my hat. Boom. Even though he made me pay for it. Because, the Ike was stingy as hell. He made me pay, but he brought back certain hats for certain people that he knew frontline soldiers. So that's why I say people gonna say, oh, this and that. That's why I say if you're not on the front line, and I don't mean the park because we wasn't at the park then. See, that's the park. That's a whole nother area. It's our area, but it's still a whole nother area. If you're not in that alley on Western, on them back streets, you know what I'm saying? You're not in the hood technically. So the hats went to those people that was in the hood. Didn't go to no young dudes, none. It went to all people that's in my bracket. So if you're not in my bracket, you didn't get one of those hats. And that word spread it like a wildflower. Boom. Homies is starting to get it, starting to go to malls and everything. You know what I'm saying? Boom, the word is spreading like wildflower. Boom, boom, boom. Go get the NC hat. Go get that's our logo. That's our boom. Homies in prison getting it blasted on them and all that. So because it just made sense. It's powder blue, NC, everything, 90 Crip, boom. So the whole hood went crazy. And I was one of the main ones every day for about 3 or 4 years straight. My whole entire clothing was powder blue or NC. That's what makes me a board member. From the day that Hike handed me my first ever NC hat and told me, this is us from here on. You are right, brother. And in my sickness, I took that and I elevated it to another level. And in so doing, it spread it to all the other homies who naturally took effect with it as well. Now, I'm not the only board member. It's other board members in there. Now, ain't no top 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and none of that. You know who your board member is. So how many is in the boardroom? How many is in that board? About 5 people? Okay, 5 people. I'm one of them 5 people. Now, out of them 5 people, I'm the spokesperson for the board members because I wore it the most. I put it out there the most. Everything, my life, everything was dedicated to powder blue and NC. Facts. All facts. Nothing but facts. So what you see today was created and enhanced by me. And the founder is no longer here with us. Our beloved Hike. He's no longer with us. He is the founder of the NC Haddon. People don't even know who that is. They couldn't tell you who that was. They know who the name is, but they couldn't tell you who that particular person is to this day. They don't know nothing about him. And we created something that took a hold and went viral through the neighborhoods. So now what you see, now this is just strictly for me. Now I remember the 11s had a long struggle before the NY hat came, because a lot of them used to wear Duke, 00 jerseys. You know, they used to wear the 00 jerseys, Duke, you know, with the 0. And that didn't suit them. And when they found whoever it is, I don't know who it is, but it's gonna be somebody fly, definitely from 111. Definitely gonna have money, definitely gonna be somebody that's fly, and definitely somebody with superior swagger that came with that NY hat, because they did that. That's all them. And when we got the NC hat, it prompted them to get that NY hat very, very quickly. And when they got it, that's kind of like what you've seen. And that big main four was the Hoovers, the 8 tray with the Bulldog, not the T. The Bulldog. The Bulldog ruled first. That Hoyas Bulldog with that G on his head. That hat ruled first. Now you get other people that come in, oh, Gangsta T, what's up? He like, man, no, I like the T, man. You know, the T's that, but you know, that G was created by somebody too. So, and they pushed that G. So you got the Hoovers with the H hat, the 8 trays with the Bulldog hat, and you had us you had the 6 with the S hat, and then you had us with the NC hat. Now those was the big four for at least 2 years by ourselves. You feel me? 6 8 in the, I'm sorry, in the 111s with the NY hat. The Hoovers, 8 trays, 6 with the S hat, 9 with the NC hat, and the 111s with the NY hat. And then the UGs became a part of that with the Colts hat. And once they figured out, and I think they might be before the NY hat. I might give it to them. They might be before the NY hat, you know, but that's that big five, and you know, that big five, no more than them like that. You know what I'm saying? And eventually everybody, the blocks, they came, you know, with the B, you know, eventually they settled on that, but I don't think they wanted to settle on that because it was a B. You know what I'm saying? I think they wanted to do something else. They wasn't too sure. You know what I'm saying? And but they end up selling it on the B for block. But that wasn't their first choice. I know they didn't want to do that. I know them dudes. They, you know, I don't know what else they was thinking about. I can't really remember, but I know that wasn't their first choice. And but you had them out there, the Hoovers with the H hat, the 8 trays with the Bulldog hat, the 6 with the S hat, the 9 with the NC, the UGs with the U, and the 111s with the NY. Those is that big. That's what you seen the majority of for them 2 years. Like, boom. And then, like I said, the now this what happened. Hot dog from 4-6. You bastard. Where you at? You know I'm talking to you. Hot dog, you damn bastard. From 4-6. We in our sickness. This is a sickness. This is not gonna get us paid. This ain't gonna, it's just making more just a dramatic flair, and we ruining these colleges and these baseball teams and all that, you know. And I hate to be a part of that, so I have to ask God for forgiveness for that all the time, you know, because this is useless information, but it's something that, you know, you have to recognize as to move forward. Like, you know, I hate I even helped create that and help be a part of that, you know, because a lot of people die, you know, and didn't get nothing for it or anything. NC don't mean nothing. It's part of the illusion, you know, to make everything look good. And um, um, yeah, hot dog, man. Boy, let me tell you something about this dude right here. That's why money, it don't belong. It shouldn't belong to everybody. Because some people, that boy gonna make. Hey, he gonna give you the blues. He a good dude though. You come down there and get anything if you a solid one. But don't be late. Don't perpetrate. Because you got so many trying to. Hot dog, you want me to get it? And this is when he could walk. See, a lot of people don't know him when he could walk. This is when he could walk. You feel me? This is when he was a danger when he could walk. So we come out with the NC hat. We everywhere with the NC hat. We front line everywhere. We getting into it. Everybody know the NC hat is belong to us. The color powder blue, that's us. We powder blue, NC, everything, everywhere we go. You know what I'm saying? Um, everywhere we go, we NC. So now, um, hot dog, um, when hot dog come, he so he not jealous, but he loved the way because he was around when we exploded the NC hat. So he loved the way that we boom with the NC hat. NH Blue Jay, OG Band, what it do? He loved the way that we promoted the NC hat and just was just like everywhere we went, woo woo woo. So he used to be on it. So a little after he got shot, a little bit after he got shot, he got the money. A lot of people don't know this. He got the money. It was all on the news. Mayor Richard Reed signed the check. Boom. He was hot. Y'all giving money to a criminal. Bam. He got the millions, you know. Boom. He on. So now he got money on top of money. He had money before he got shot. Now he got more money. So anything people with money, they have the influence to try to change stuff. You feel me? So we go to a luau. We catch him at a luau. And when we catch him at the luau, he got him all powder blue. And with the NC, he in a wheelchair. So we like, Oh, hot dog, you want to get put on? Oh, it's all good. We got somebody for you. You know what I'm saying? Clowning, woo woo, you tripping. And then he look us straight in the face with a straight face and he say, what you talking about? Like, what you mean? You got on powder blue, nigga, that's NC 90 Crip. He like, nah, this me neighborhood Crip. We like, what? What? What are you talking about? Hot dog, are you serious? He like, yeah. Just like you in a case with the police. He looking straight in our face and like, yeah, this mean NC. This mean neighborhood Crip. Hot dog. You been with us. You know who started it and everything. Yeah, I know. We talked about it. Mean neighborhood Crip. What did you say? No. What do you mean? He done got other 4-6s wearing it in there. And I think they went somewhere and got popped on and got into it. It was like, niggas thought we was from 9. Like, yeah, that's what it mean. We told some of the other ones that got into it somewhere. Like, what y'all talking about? Man, NC mean 90 Crip. That don't have nothing to do with NAC, neighborhood, none of that. But hot dog, he got money. And that's what money does when it's in the wrong hands. It can change the culture of something or anything. It can change the environment. It can change anything. Right or wrong, people go with it, believe it, or whatever the case. So he went on a campaign for about a year or two. So then we caught him again at the first Dominique DePrima. She was a first radio host to do a live broadcast of a major radio station on Crenshaw Boulevard. She did it for like 2 Sundays in a row. So we caught hot dog at one of the Sundays. We like, yeah, what's up? Guess what he got on? Powder blue again. Dark blue, powder blue. I never forget that one. It was half and half. Kind of remind me of the one that's on the screen now. He had something like that. Might have been that same one, who knows? But it was something like that he had on. And we like, damn, dog, what's up with you? Like, oh, like, man, you sure wearing that 90? Man, this mean neighborhood Crip. Hot dog, man, you got to stop it with that, bro. Come on, man. What's happening? You need to knock it off with that. No, it's not. It's NC. You know what I'm saying? It's not neighborhood Crip. Boom. So now I'm gonna argue with you. The homie's gonna, but I'm gonna argue with you. We arguing like, because I know, no, because you've been pushing this and you got the ability, because I done seen your homies. You know what I'm saying? I done seen all that. I'm like, I done seen down there, in 4-6 hood and all that, man. People down there going, nah, this is I'm in my sickness. So my sickness dictate go against this dude. I don't care because you got money. I don't care because you would pay somebody to kill me. I don't care about none of that, because this means everything to me. This is a sickness. This is GAMD, gang addiction mental disorder. So I'm finna sit here and argue with you. You know what I'm saying? Now, it ain't gonna get to one of them violent type of things, but we finna get this, we finna get this understood. Boo, 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 boo. So it lead to the argument to where my homies have to come over there because I'm arguing with this. So now some of our G's get involved. People like, hot dog, knock it off, nigga. Be nice, you know what I'm saying? And that was the thing that made him bring it down. And then I think they eventually got their own, went and got their own. But by the time he gave it up, he had interjected that NC mean neighborhood crip. So now we will go places and you see people with the powder blue rag and all this other type of stuff. And we'd be like, hey, that. And, you know, we wouldn't get into fights or anything, but we'd let people know, like, that's not, that mean, no, homie, what you talking about? This is how much of in your sickness is. We don't have nothing to do with this school. This is a school, North Carolina University. People in the hood don't even know the people names on the basketball teams. This is just colors that'll get you killed in Los Angeles. That's what we using it for. We didn't took this down. That lets you know the ideology of the thinking of what we place this on. We don't even get like Mont Duce from Denver Lions. Man, niggas don't even get paid for that. Ma say we don't even got no. I said, Ma, the Lions don't got no logo, no. He Snell, no. I said, well, I thought people. He said, man, I ain't made that up, and and if I ain't certified none of that, that don't mean Denver Lions. We ain't no teams. We ain't got none of that. And I think about it. Some neighborhoods do have something, and some neighborhoods don't. And some people try to share other people's because we found out that in Compton, um, um, I, no, that was with the hand sign that the Palmer block 900, the 900 Palmer blocks, they throw their neighborhood up like how we do, which is kind of rare. But yeah, and we used to go around and we used to fight, basically argue what I'm saying with people to put that stuff on the map. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then as time went by, they start wearing the jerseys that had the 9-0 on them, the Kersey, the Tennessee Titans, the Kersey jerseys. Uh, Now, the person who did that, the first person to wear the 9-0 Kersey jersey is Baby Chaos. I want to say facts, but I can't because I'm not 100. But I remember him distinctively telling me what he was going to do and what he was going to start. And I remember he did that. And he started the jerseys. And that became part of the fabric of 9-0, wearing the 9-0 jersey with the NC hat. And um, people would respond to that. But what I wanted to say is that this is how dedicated you are to sickness. This is why you don't want your child to be part of this, because you don't want them to believe in something that has that much impact on them to where they put that over you. You know, if you want to test to see who your child is and find out who your child is or whatever, and they wearing these football teams, basketball teams, just ask them, who, name me some of the players on that team or whatever, and you'll find out if they in a gang or not. I did that to a lady a long time ago uh, at the African American Business Association on Manchester and Maine, and the Roscoe uh, Roscoe Chicken and Waffles on Manchester and Maine. There used to be a group called the African American Business Association. Powerful group of black people that meet, all business owners, all homeowners, in real estate and everything, and they wanted us to come up there and speak one time. So I came up there and I spoke and said something, and it kind of kicked off the question. Lady, like, she asked me a question about her son, and her son, I think, used to be wearing a G. And I asked her what area she lived in. She lived on the east side somewhere, and I said, um, your son woo-woo's in the game. She like, no, my son ain't woo. They jumping on because he always he wear the and they don't like it because he always fresher than them and this and that, and I buy the stuff. And I said, lady, you are buying the stuff. And I told her once I broke it down to her and made her understand, I said, you see that G? He always want a G, right? He tried to get most of, yeah, he likes to with the, yeah, that G stands for gangster. You big dummy. You the one who buying. She couldn't believe it. Broke her little heart, you know? But this is a ideology um, of GAMD, gang addiction mental disorder, you know, and people put this on their face, you know, they put this, you know, on their arms and everything. I got it. I don't know if you can see that, but I had the NC man, you know, it's a 1990 tattoo. That's why it's ugly like that. But um yeah, so we went around for a long time with the NC battling people, arguing with people about what this powder blue and all that mean, you know. And then like I said, what took the heat of NC from neighborhood Crip, what took the little heat off is that the 111s had came out with the NY hat. And once they created that NY hat, I mean, that flew through the whole neighborhood car so fast because all the people with money was wearing NY hats, all the grimy people with NY hats, you know, all the grimy little homies. Either you was a grimy, you was grimy or you had money and you was wearing that NY hat and it shook the nation. That's the one that shook the nation. We probably would have ended up shaking the nation too with the NC hat if it had went kept going like it still mean this neighborhood Crip stuff. But the NY hat ended up taking over, you know. And because I all my pictures it went NY hats, you know. I never gave up the NC hat, but you know, my NC days were um not put behind me, but it was a while before I rocked it for you know as long as it was in. And the the but I stayed with powder blue, the color powder blue. The color powder blue became synonymous with the 90s. And like I said, the NC just was something natural. So pretty much all my homies, like Joker G say, rest in peace. If you don't got no ID, I don't even want to talk to you. It's only three people from 9-0 that don't have tattoos. And you ain't one of them. If you ain't one of them, and you don't have an NC on your body, then 9 out of 10, I probably won't be talking to you. GAMD, gang addiction mental disorder, homie. Gang addiction mental disorder. You feel me? Um, you can see in some of these photos right here, you know, how serious it was. You know, how serious we took that NC, and it just was something that just ripped through my whole neighborhood. So, like I said, I am a founding board member of the NC. There's nobody that can dispute this video. If somebody disputes this video, I need to know who you are, where you was at, and do you have any smut on your name that I can say, well, this is part of your sickness. Because you got a lot of dudes that um we got like then we had a lot of dudes that wasn't right, but they took the NC and went to other states, other cities, uh, and you would think that they made it up, you know, that they got something to do with it, But no, that's far from true. You know, the NC was created on Western by people living on Western, not by people living over here, and you come to the hood every blue moon. No, 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 no. Everyday people created that. Hype, big hype, Harm Shakur, Harm, 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 my boy, my friend, my partner, Switch Reels, created the NC. He is the founder. He is the creator. He brought it all the way back 3,000 miles to Western Avenue. First hat was dark blue with a powder blue NC. And we took it and ran with it. And I just got to ask God for forgiveness of everything I did under that false ideology, of creating whatever, So, and this is how long some of these dudes on these pictures ain't even here no more, Some are, some ain't, Some in jail, some not. But this is that era of that, the NC, you what you see today, what these young cats is doing, and they trying to add them blocks and all that to it. Like, stop it, knock it off. First of all, go get one of your own streets on the back streets before you, because the NC is just in the park now. Now, I'm gonna tell you something, and I don't want to put this in the atmosphere because you ain't seen it yet. Nobody haven't done this yet. You hearing it first right now on the Dr. Crip show. I wanted to be the first person, who have some rappers from their hood that use the logo, the official logo, in a video in their hood. Watch now, you try to see people trying to do that. Just check me out. And I don't want to put it out there like that, but that was one of the things that I was trying to do. And I found out where to get the NC man, Ramsey. That's his name. If you don't know his name is Ramsey. And we try to, I got a few homies that try to call themselves name Ramsey and all that. But get the outfit, and wear the outfit in the neighborhood on a video, the official one, thank God I didn't get it done. I'm going to tell you exactly what I was trying to do. I was trying to get a video made of whatever rappers, whatever song, whatever. And I was going to get the NC man there. I was going to get the real North Carolina man. And I was going to have him walking around this area, what you see right here, like he a regular homie. I might have put a khaki suit on him and walking around like he just a regular person, right? And when he look up and he see the bulldog and the mad baseball walking, I was gonna buy they outfits too. The real wasn't gonna make the A-Tray the real bulldog, get that real bulldog thing outfit, the head and everything, and the baseball and the mad baseball for the Hoovers, because that's their logo. The logo is the mad face baseball. He's screaming because he getting hit. He going out. So at the baseball games, you see he got the mad face. And I was gonna let them walk in the field, and the NC man, everybody look up and see him, and then look at the NC man, and the NC man run over there, start squabbling with him, let the NC man get dropped, then he jump back up, and he give because Ghost call it Ghost Ghost call Ghost call it the 90 Crip face. You feel me? Give the 90 Crip face, do whatever you need to do, and then go in there and sleep both the NC man and the mad baseball. Video would have went viral around the world. Now watch how many people gonna start doing this now. You heard it here on the Dr. Crip show first. I shouldn't have put it out there. I should have kept it a secret. But it was gonna come out anyway with somebody else. So, these dudes ain't gonna do it because they not on that level. They don't think like that. It'll probably be the Hoovers. I see the Hoovers doing it first. Or maybe the Bloods, the Don Moons. They may do it because they got different gangs, got different logos too. But you're gonna see it. Somebody gonna end up doing it now that I done brought it into existence now. But I never got a rapper, and the rappers that we had, I didn't like them. So, it went down the drain. But yeah, this is let you know how serious that this powder blue in this North Carolina was. These pictures are actually taken by me too, because this is during the time of me wanting to put that video together, and I was sizing everything up. That's why you see on my video, my documentary, that's why I go to the park, and I wanted to show you at the park, but I didn't put it on there. I didn't put it up there. The One Smoke, now I know what's going on, baby. How you doing? But this is the story of the NC. These are the people, some of these people on here that dedicated their lives to that. They pretty much don't wear it like that no more. But thank you, brother. The One Smoke 90. They pretty much don't wear it like that no more. But as much, people probably still got some artifacts in they thing, in their closet or whatever though. But yeah, this is pretty much to let you know what level that we was on with the NC and the powder blue. And this is just generations down, But yes, I am a founding board member of the NC Hat. I am probably one or two or three at the most, the first person to wear an NC hat as 90 Crip. Shadow the vet. Well, what up? What up, Nut? What up, Shadow the vet? I don't know who that is, but how you doing, brother? Welcome to the show. But this is the story of the NC hat, man. This is where it came from. This is where it started. These are some of the people that put it out there, that made it famous. I remember going to an event where I want to say they was from Compton. It let us know that somebody else used to wear powder blue, and we didn't. They thought we were them, and that neighborhood wears powder blue, and I believe it's a Compton neighborhood. But we went somewhere with the NC stuff on and the powder blue, and they thought that we was from that gang in Compton, I believe. And we kind of had a little, we kind of went back and forth with them, and stuff like that used to spread. And you talking about this is back in the '90s, um, and we kind of bump heads with them, and you know, like homie, we from 9-0, woo woo. And I kind of knew because I was like, why he keep saying whoop? Like he was saying F something, like he kept saying F something. I was like, what is that? We ain't that, you know what I'm saying? We something totally different. But after the incident, once we went back, we came back to the hood, and then like the next day or two, um, you know, we started doing the grapevine line, and we found out that it was just all a misunderstanding, and they called us and they didn't apologize. They just like, man, we thought y'all was some of those dudes and all this and that. Like, man, that's what this mean. And that's when we start finding out that what other neighborhoods is doing, like the 6 O's. Like, um, who was we with? And some dude thought he was from Southside because the Southsides wear the S hat too. They was wearing the S hat too, and was like, what? but it was nothing that you could do about that. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing. It was nothing that you could do about it because those dudes is over there, and we they way over here, and we way over there. So we just came to the understanding like, okay, it's somebody else with it, and then also in prison going up north. The NC mean Northern Crip or something like that. And when I came to jail and they seen NC and all the stuff on me, they was ready to stab me. Like you was like, nah, man, I ain't no. I'm from Western Avenue, homie. So the NC has been picked up along the way. And I asked him dudes, I said, man, how long y'all been using that NC? And he tried to say, oh man, we've been using this since like 2000 or something. I was like, man, we started that in the 89, like the 1990, homie. We've been doing that way longer than y'all, man. We in the gang books before y'all, bro. And people used to be like, hey man, when I was in prison, my only little time in prison, they was like, man, you that's you, homie. You know, the NC. The guy one move away, or girl, I'm not sure. I believe it's a guy. Hey, tell us a story about how you say you've been doing gang prevention before you knew it. Great show, bro. Thank you, one move away. I appreciate it. How I've been doing gang prevention before I knew it. Oh, you just talking about in general? Oh yeah, it's so many stories like that, man. I don't. Uh, I got a story about. I got a story about one of my homies in prison. That I'll probably tell another day. But he in prison. I begged this dude. Um, uh, Fast lane. I begged him not to get in the car to go do some shooting with a dude that was a goofy. This is where this word goofy come from. We had a person named Goofy, and he just didn't make the grade. He didn't make the cut. They should have never put him on. And I begged that guy not to go with him. I literally was pushing them dudes away. The only way that I was going to try to stop. Now, I ain't even supposed to be doing this, but I'm trying to stop these dudes from going to do a drive-by, man. I'm literally, and not, I'm trying to, oh no, say brotherhood to, no. And it's during wartime. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I'm like, no, I'm trying to stop these dudes from going so I can prevent any telling that's gonna come about this, any homie going to jail or any homie getting killed because I just didn't like the crew that was leaving. And I begged these dudes. I was snatching them from the car, trying to stop them, damn near finna squat. The only way I was gonna stop them dudes is to fight them, not to go bust on some other dudes. Not because I was being Father Boyle or nothing like that. It wasn't like that. It was the fact that I just didn't want them dudes to go throw their life away at that time behind this goofy dude who I told them when they was putting him on not to put him on, and they came up with every excuse like they did that white boy Cameron to put him on, and he took, once they put the dude on, he took two dudes down and created another snitch. And oh my God, it was just some of the horrific. Uh, I'm gonna call it blood on the back seat. that's that's gonna be the next story. Blood on the back seat. That's gonna be the next one. What I'm gonna call it. But yeah, I just wanted to stop by, man, and let y'all know about the NC hat. You know, um, about I don't want to leave that up there too long because it's a lot of dissing in that picture. And I'm sorry to the people that got dissed in that picture. Some of the people that's in that picture doing the dissing, they not even like that no more. They raising families and doing all kind of stuff. um, but this was just to let you know about the NC, where it come from. Powder blue, the color that's represented that you see. I am an official board member. I am the first, second, or third. I don't want to be the third person, not because of y'all, Trey, no, and that because of that, because I just don't want to be the third person. So I'm gonna say I am the first, second. I'm gonna say I'm the second person to put on an NC hat and walk on Western with it and endorse NC. I am an official board member. Uh, and the founder of the NC hat, like I said, his name is Harm Shakur, known as Hype. Rest in peace. I love him to death. He was my friend, my partner, Mr. Switch Reels. What kind of thing? I don't even do that. Change 3 times in one day. Come on, man. That dude would change clothes 3 times in one day, man. He come out G'd up. Lunchtime, he come out, he a player. Nightfall hit, he from New York. Timberlands, Ike was crazy. Oh my God, that homie is out of control. Yeah, but this is it. So this is to let you know, man. Don't put your faith in something that's false ideology, man. Don't do that. This is false ideology. It's no good. Look what happened. All these years later, it come back and I get shot by somebody that call themselves wearing this. That's supposed to be in this family wearing NC, and I'm a founder of it, and I get shot by one of these same dudes that don't have no, whatever the reason is not valid enough, because I don't do nothing to nobody. I don't try to kill my homies. I don't try to rob my homies. I don't try to steal from my homies. That's what these dudes do. So it just lets you know, wake up, because something that you can create can come back and bite you, just like it did Raymond Washington. I share that same fate with Raymond Washington. One of you scumbags that still may be alive today, that's 60 something years old, or 55 or 57, 8 or 9, one of you scumbags killed Raymond Washington for whatever reason. The clout, whatever, money, whatever. And he knew y'all because he walked up on the car and y'all shot him for no reason other than to say, fuck that dude. Oh, we killed him. Oh, yeah, homie, he was standing in the way. Oh, he was speaking on me. Something that he created came back and bit him. Same thing that happened to me. Something that I helped create come back and bite you. So this is an illusion. No more in 24. There should be no more people in that park, man, that say that they from 9-0. Not in 24. When you get put on in 24. For what? What was the reason? Why did you get put on? So please, man, no more in 24. It's Black progress, man. And it's coming. And it's going to hit like a tidal wave. And people need to know that examples exist. Let me tell you something. You can't tell me nothing, homie. Man, listen, homie. Don't turn down no fades. Don't, with the business. And then get done like that. In the park. So with this useless information that I'm giving you about NC, where it's coming from, powder blue, the color, the way that it got put on the map, I'm letting you know that it didn't do nothing. It didn't protect me. It didn't help me in no fashion or form. None of that. Some goofies from that neighborhood that are not born and raised over there, some outsiders that came over there and got put on, don't know nobody over there, can't tell you one person that live over there. Not even from my hood for 10 years. Shot me 6 times. For what? Because I spoke on your name? Come get this ass whooping if it's that serious. Because when you was in the county, we wasn't hearing about you. Well, I wasn't hearing about you like that in the county. I was hearing about the homie son that you was with under his protection. He was the one getting cracking. But then when these dudes get out, the county jail, they got a chip on their shoulder now. So they got something to prove. But nonetheless, it bites me. And that's God that gave me the pinch that said, hey, man, listen, I'm going to let you live. Take these 6, because if I catch you in the street, who knows what's going to happen, A wake-up call. That's why he used me as a wake-up call like this, to let people know, don't throw your life away. I created this shit. I created this. This is my doing. I enhanced this to a level of where you would never understand. And then goofies come around and shoot you. So man, don't fall for the okie doke, homie. No more in 24, man. No more in 24, homie. Leave it like that. No more in 24, man. You don't need no more. Definitely not in this neighborhood because the people who you seeing right now here are long gone. These people are long gone. This is just letting you know how serious it was back then. You know, this is just letting you know how serious it was. You'll never get this type of action again. See, all these people on here, you know, I don't want to show it too long because I know it's a lot of dissing going on here. But you'll never get those. You'll never get that unity again in the old car. You feel me? It don't exist. So please don't let your child become a part of this. Do not let your child become a part of this. And if you wanted some solutions to if you want some of the answers to GAMD, let me tell you something. Here goes some of the cures right here. It's all in this book right here. If you know how to read, some of the cures is in it. Some of the cures is in this book. And it said, I feel I have to warn families about this terrible condition that can happen to their children. And the only way to prevent it is to have strong role models. You feel me? Strong role models, family love and support, spiritual awareness, and educational values. Those are some of the cures for GAMD, man. Gang addiction mental disorder. So, yeah, I just had to come on here, man, and let people know about uh, um, um, where the NC started out. Useless information. You can't use it for nothing. It's just food for thought and to learn something from it. And the lesson is no matter who you are or what you do, negativity can always come back and bite you like it did with me. So, you know, be aware. Do not let your child gang bang, man. You know, take this is not him, you know. Um, but yeah, man, this is Dr. Crip Show, man. Thank everybody for coming in, dropping by, man. I just wanted that to be known, you know, a little bit history about the NC hat and the powder blue rag and powder blue, where it came from, what it means, um, and how it spread it like wildflower. Also, hot dog. his his derailing of the NC. He didn't quite make it, but it you as you see on the internet when people wear powder blue, you see what happens. You know, it's not controversy, but it's just like, huh, you know, oh, you know, but it's not none of that. It just belonged to this raggedy gang right here. But because people don't know, and powder blue is a beautiful color. It's a nice, wholesome color like the sky. So, you know, people wear it and think, oh, this just mean Crip. It's a part of blue. You know, no, it's not. You know, no, it's not. It's part of the illusion, and it belonged to these goofy dudes over here. So this is Dr. Crip, man. Don't bite into none of this stuff, because it didn't help me out. It didn't save me. You know, one of these dudes with one of these weird names, you know, tried to take me out. So that lets you know that it's false. You know, people are asking me, why? What happened? What? I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know if somebody paid him. I don't know if he was mad because I was speaking on him because you was robbing old people. You rob you rob old people. You should have just stuck to fucking fat girls. That was your thing. So I don't know, man. Um, but this is Dr. Crip, man. Thanks everybody for coming out. Tomorrow, we're gonna talk about something tomorrow. I got a good show tomorrow, man. But it's no more in 24, man. No more in 24. Give 18. Put him on at 18. Make sure he got his diploma. All the gangs right now. All the Bloods, all the Crips, everybody. We agree, right? Don't put nobody on no more in 2024. And you got to have your diploma and you got to be 18. That's the new rules. Come, yeah, run it with, yeah. The new rule is you got to be 18 and you got to have a diploma. You ain't got a diploma, go back to school and get it. Then come back and you good. This is Dr. Crip, man. Thank you for stopping by, man. Dr. Crip, no more in 24. Unless you're 18 with a diploma.